And welcome back to Human Revolution. It's nice to finally be back to playing something enjoyable. For reference, I just finished last night with Crisis 2. Anyway, let's carry on. First and foremost, meeting with Seraph to talk about security leaks and all sorts of other things. And I'm kind of curious if that rendering bug will pop up here again. It certainly did my first playthrough, and it certainly did the last time I tried to do a Let's Play of this. Nope, everything loaded perfectly fine.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarah's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Aw, no speech bonus for that? Damn. I forgot. Actually, I don't think I've ever gotten a speech bonus for dealing with him.
I'm glad we had a chance to talk, Mr. Jensen. Meeting you has been very informative. You will think on what I said, won't you? You will think on what I said, won't you?
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was, too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen. I suggest you think long and hard on that.
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know, hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuroposine dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down. I am sure you are very busy, Mr. Jensen, as are Mr. Taggart and I. I trust you will think on what I have said. I trust you will think on what I have
Doing
said.
my job here, sir. I'm sure you can appreciate that. But most of your people have been kind enough to give us a wide berth, so let's keep the hassle to a minimum. But most of your people have been kind
Real
enough.
shame what happened at your
give us a
factory
wide
tonight.
berth.
My condolences.
So let's keep the hassle to a
We'll
minimum.
be out of here shortly. Then you can all relax. We'll be out of here shortly. Then you can all relax.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Sarif had done something that could compromise us,
Mr. Sarif has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy. You better get in there, Adam. David's been waiting. Try not to get him upset. This whole situation is really weighing on him. Meeting with Taggart certainly didn't improve his mood. Meeting with Taggart certainly didn't improve his mood.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. The truth is, I've had a lot of other things on my mind. I'm trying to secure a future here for all of mankind. I can't let trivial security concerns get in the way when people like Bill Taggart want to see me fail. No, you're my best warrior, Adam, and I trust you. I know the loyalty you've shown me will only continue as we take this fight into the future, because that's what's really important, isn't it? The future.
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
You think they could have? I see your point, son. That might be bad. I just wonder if you're being a bit paranoid here. Fixating on details that aren't critical? I mean, are you so shaken up by what happened 6 months ago, by your failure to make a difference then, that you can't roll with the punches anymore? Damn it, Adam! I brought you back in today because you have an immediate crisis to deal with. Questioning me about things that don't matter isn't going to bring Megan back.
Megan? Boss, what does Megan have to do with any of this? I thought we were discussing a security breach.
We were. She doesn't. I mean, Adam, you're missing the point. The data I streamed had nothing to do with Megan or her work. It was just a routine, fact-finding check that sprang from one of our discussions. The kind of check I have to run quite often around here, believe it or not. Now, if somebody backtraces the transmission and gets a look at it, I very much doubt they'll know what to do with it. Trust me, we're fine.
I would like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think that it's you who isn't trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
Adam, of course I trust you, son. And it's not that I'm afraid to tell you the truth. It's just that, honestly, I'm afraid you'll take it the wrong way. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Silver tongue for 1,000. Not bad, not bad. Assuming 1,000 is the maximum score you can get for silver tongue. I vaguely remember being able to get 2,000 at some points. But that memory, like so many others, could easily be, well, a mismemory. Although that is probably not a word. So I believe speaking to him again, to continue on, will end up sending me off to Hengsha, I think it is, China, for the next hub area. And frankly, right now, I've already listened in on these conversations, that's right. Frankly, right now, okay, that's my office. I want to get to those emails first and foremost, because I'm right here. And I also want to make a return trip to Derelict Row so I can pick up all that ammunition I left behind. Which also involves stopping at a few shops along the way and, well, selling some of the extra crap I've got, like this. And, well, is there really anything else I actually need to sell? Maybe this, because I don't really use the stun gun quite enough to really need more than this 20. Need to sell this as well. Also, something I completely forgot about at the end of the previous section. I should probably buy Typhoon at some point pretty soon. I mean, all things considered, I have 4 ammo for it, and I can buy more down at the Limb Clinic. Also, what is that over there? Oh, just some cigarettes. It kind of looked like something else that might have been a little more useful. Okay, this interface is kind of broken right now. What the hell? Okay, this is an old one. This is new. Alright, let's have a look in room number 30 then.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sareth. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sareth spoon-feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
Everything's already been looted. Sweet. So assuming no other conversations are going to pop up, I'll just take a quick look around here just in case. Lower levels.
Hey, Jensen. How well do you know Farida? You know, the pilot? What's her, situation? I'd ask her, but, well, she's ogged, and I'm not. You know, and... never mind. She'd never go for a natch like me. I'd ask her, but, well, she's ogged.
Hey, Jensen. Another late one, huh? Another late one, huh?
Jesus, Adam. A goddamn FEMA camp right in the middle of the city? And no one knows about it? What the hell is going on with this country? By the people, for the people, my ass. I give it 5 years, Adam. 5 years, and this country falls apart. By the people, for the people, my ass.
You feeling all right, Jensen?
5 years, Adam.
Mr. Sarah's been pushing you pretty hard since you've been back. Now, I know you got some personal incentive in this, but take it easy, huh? You don't want to end up back on the injured reserve list. Now, I know you got some personal incentive in this, but take it easy, huh?
Alright, so I'll be back when my business downtown is concluded.
Welcome to LIM International, providing information.
Would you say the police were overly violent?
Overly violent? I don't know. The crowd was getting pretty hostile.
But there was violence, right? The police did physically strike some of the protesters, right?
Well, sort of. I mean, some people were shoving the police shields, and the cops had to shove back, but nobody really got hit, I don't think.
So the cops shoved people down. Very good. Thank you. Big news day in Detroit. A hostage-taking and a protest? Might bump the regulation debate out of the headline slot. Of course, they're all the same story, aren't they? Of course, they're all the same story, aren't they?
I'm just here to get my prescription updated. Ran out of neuropozyne last week. Thought I could just order up a refill, but I have to see a doctor first. Maybe one day they'll find a way to prevent implant rejections once and for all. Maybe one day they'll find a way to prevent implant rejections once and for all.
You had a lot of work done here in Detroit? This is the first time I've actually had the guts to walk in the door. It's a big step, but I've wanted to do this for ages. It's a big step, but I've wanted to do this for ages.
I'm just getting a minor neuroprosthetic upgrade, but even so, it's stressful. Of course, it helps knowing my vision will improve when it's done. Of course, it helps knowing my vision will improve when it's done.
Sorry, I was just looking at that scar on your head. Did you get that before or after the surgery? This is my first visit. I'm a little nervous. This is my first visit.
I really don't see what all the fuss is about AUGs. It's just progress. Stand still and you get left behind, know what I mean? Stand still and you get left behind, know what I mean?
Getting ogged is the way to go, man. Now, how are you gonna defend yourself in today's world without OGs? You come up against a damn criminal that's all geared up, what are you gonna do? It's survival of the fittest. You come up against a damn criminal that's all geared up, what are you gonna do? It's survival of the fittest.
Nice jacket. I bet you're hiding some real cutting-edge enhancements under it, aren't you? My ex-boyfriend was a pro-human purist. The bastard. Dumped his ass as soon as I figured out what he was. My ex-boyfriend was a pro-human purist. The bastard. Dumped his ass as soon as I figured out what he was.
If you're here for some work, please go to the counters. If you're here for some work, please go to the counters.
I saw the news this evening. Am I to assume that Seraph has you running around getting shot at again?
It's my job to get shot at. It's his to tell me when.
Does he feel your pain for you too?
He pays for my insurance, so I guess he does.
He pays for many things. This clinic, for example, could not operate nearly as well as it does without the financial generosity of our corporate sponsors. David Seraph being one of them. The same can be said of every limb facility worldwide.
You trying to tell me something, Doc?
Only that everybody, myself included, can be made vulnerable to suggestion if certain pressures are applied. As your doctor, I hope you will remember that the decision to undergo neuroprosthetic surgery must always be your own.
I'll keep that in mind.
I sincerely hope you do. As you know, it is considered bad business to spend money and expect nothing in return. David Seraph is a man accustomed to getting what he wants. David Seraph is a man accustomed to getting what he wants. David Seraph is a man accustomed.
One day they will use our fears to control us all.
Is there a problem, sir? The city's a little quieter now that the limb protest is broken up. Nice night for a walk. But you might want to stay on a derelict road, knowing how the local gang feels about people with enhancements.
What is it now? Don't worry, it's already over. They broke it up hours ago. At least it wasn't in the middle of the day. That would have been a nightmare. See you soon. You can't walk a block in this city without some loser asking for a handout. I got 2 words for you. Fuck off. Hey, just put it away.
Please put the weapon away.
Whoa, man. Put the gun away first.
Hands where I can see 'em.
Not go there, man. Keep running there.
Access granted.
I'm trying to remind people that the only way they can get in touch with me is by online interactive streaming. We'll stream you through and answer your questions as best we can, but don't get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. If we detect even the slightest suspicious fluctuation in signal, we have to shut you down. The World Order and their team of expert hackers could be trying to track us, and that's why we have to create a covert host site for every...
One day they will use our fears to control us all.
Already a hostage taking and an anti-augmentation demonstration today. With the target visit coming up, this city is a powder keg waiting to blow. Already a hostage taking and an anti-augmentation demonstration today.
I love Detroit. There's no place like it. I moved here from the country just recently.
Any idea what they're calling for weather-wise? God, I hope this rain doesn't start up again. I left my umbrella at home. God, I hope this rain doesn't start up again. I left my umbrella at home.
The arrogance. Who the hell are they to decide what I do with my body? Every one of them should be thrown in jail.
That's a pretty lame come on, hun. Especially since I just know this humidity is ruining my hair. Whatever. Please put the weapon away.
Man, this town is dead. I should have just moved to Philadelphia. They keep saying the nightlife will get better, but how many times have we heard that before? They keep saying the nightlife will get better,
Like
but how many
baseball,
times have we heard that?
that Lucerne Park is a monster. The agile therapy they put him on saved his career. Looks like the Tigers are going deep.
You ever get the feeling you're being watched? I don't know. All these cameras and chips and stuff everywhere. How do you know they're not tracking you or something? Fear Big Brother, man. I don't know. All these cameras and chips and stuff everywhere.
Types in this city.
How do you know they're not tracking you
All
or something?
purist.
Fear
I say
Big
live
Brother,
and let
man.
live.
I don't mean to judge, but I think that people who choose to augment themselves are rejecting their own humanity. They don't understand that it's our limitations that make us human.
Put it away, man.
Without the weapon, sir. Is there a problem, sir?
Hey, pal, I can see you've had some work done, and I'm wondering, what do you think about this augmentation debate? Looks to me like a typical power grab. Every time somebody comes up with a new idea, somebody else will want to criticize it, regulate it, or ban it completely. But really, they want to control it. Every time somebody comes up with a new idea, somebody else...
What's up, dude? You lost or something? If you wait for the tram, you shit out of luck. It don't stop at this station once the sun goes down. If you wait for the tram, you shit out of luck.
Jacket.
It don't stop
Is
at
that
this
a
station
high
once
man?
the sun goes down.
Leather? I wish my boyfriend had some of your class.
He's got a gun!
Whoa, man. That's some getup you got.
Don't believe her.
What you trying to
She's
hide?
just a talking head telling us what we want to hear. The VP's son is a major stockholder in Picus. Step 8, control the press.
I've been out on the streets a long time. Seen a lot of bad shit out here. Something nasty is going down, man. The duck has got his head in the noose.
The VP's son is a major stockholder in
Something
Picus.
nasty is going down.
No offense, but I wouldn't get enhancements even if I could afford. Ugh.
Keep out of this, Hanser. Get lost. Bastard. Sometimes these world order jackups, they just make it way too easy.
Access granted. Access granted.